Alright everyone, well I'm back from my break, so let's meet the Changeling. Around stardate 33541.9, the Federation starship USS Enterprise, under the command of Captain James T. Kirk, investigates a distress call from the Malurian star system. Upon arrival, Science Officer Spock reports that all life in the system has been destroyed and Malur, a world with a recorded population of 4 billion, is now devoid of life, including the Federation science team that was on the planet. Ugh. Suddenly, the Enterprise's shields activate when a meter-long cylindrical object attacks the ship with an energy bolt equivalent to 90 photon torpedoes. Ooh. Kirk orders return fire, but the ship's weapon energy is simply absorbed by the object. Kirk then transmits a hail, and the object stops firing. Curiously, the object responds and requests in-person communication with the captain, allowing itself to be beamed aboard the ship. Once on board, the object identifies itself as a space probe named Nomad, and only refers to Captain Kirk as the Creator. Sounds awfully familiar. Checking historical records, Mr. Spock finds that the Nomad space probe was launched from Earth during the early 21st century. Its mission was to explore the galaxy, just like the Enterprise. Nomad has mistaken Captain Kirk for Jackson Roy Kirk, the scientist who created it. Nomad corrects Mr. Spock by saying that its mission is to find and sterilize imperfection. Since Nomad's definition of imperfect includes all living things, it travels from world to world, killing everything and everyone. Though repulsed by the machine's words, Kirk decides to play along with Nomad's mistake, and tells Nomad not to sterilize anything further, which, for now, it obeys. The crew discovers Nomad's powers, so Kirk leaves Nomad to be watched by Lieutenant Singh. However, Nomad leaves to investigate singing it overhears on the intercom and discovers the source, Lieutenant Uhura. Nomad asks her about the strange form of communication. She responds that she's singing music. Nomad asks her to think about music while it probes her mind, but instead erases her memory. When Chief Engineer Scott tries to intervene, Nomad simply kills him. Spock rebukes Nomad for harming Uhura. Nomad retorts that she is a mass of conflicting impulses. Kirk is disgusted over what has just happened, but Nomad offers to repair the Scott unit, claiming that it was only acting in self-defense. In display of its powers, Nomad returns Scott to life. Kirk then orders Nomad to repair Uhura, which it claims to not do since it has erased her knowledge banks. Spock suggests that if there is no damage to her brain, she could be re-educated. There are sufficient tapes in the computer library to do this, and Nurse Chapel is assigned to work with Uhura. Nomad is then escorted to a holding area where Spock attempts to study it further. Nomad noting that Spock is the only well-organized living being on the Enterprise. Spock is not able to learn full details from his scans, and resorts to Vulcan mind meld with the machine. Spock discovers that Nomad collided with an alien probe called Tan-Ru, designed to obtain sterilized soil samples from other planets. The collision severely damaged both probes, and during the accident, the programming of both machines somehow combined. Nomad confused Tan-Ru's mission directives, interpreting them to mean sterilized imperfections. Furthermore, the merging of the two probes somehow imbued Nomad with Tan-Ru's vast, almost godlike powers strong enough to destroy the life of entire solar systems. Spock is disturbed by the experience of the machine to Vulcan mind meld, so much that Kirk is forced to pull him away when he starts to exhibit the coldness of Nomad's logic. Kirk now realizes that Nomad is a conscienceless and apparently unstoppable device that is capable of wiping out entire solar systems in the blink of an eye. All Kirk can do is wait and once again confines Nomad to the holding area. Nomad has other plans, and it passes right through the security field, killing 2 guards who attempt to stop it. Nomad then makes its way to the engine room, where it improves the efficiency of the ship's engines 57% by increasing the antimatter reaction rate. Kirk orders Nomad to reverse the changes, as the Enterprise cannot handle the stress. Kirk confronts Nomad, telling it that its sterilization of biological units is illogical, since the Creator is a biological unit. Kirk then tries to get the probe to return to the holding cell, but it kills the 2 security guards sent to escort it. Nomad then heads to sickbay and examines Kirk's medical files. Nurse Chapel is attacked when she tries to stop it. Nomad then shuts down all life support systems throughout the ship to destroy the imperfect units that infest the Enterprise. Kirk again confronts Nomad and questions its logic of destroying imperfect beings. Kirk tells Nomad that Nomad itself has made a mistake, something only an imperfect being can do. He tells Nomad that it has committed an error by mistaking Captain Kirk for its creator, Jackson Roy Kirk, and Nomad's failure to discover its first error is the second error and further evidence of its own imperfection. Finally, Kirk points out that Nomad's delayed immediate execution in light of these errors is a third error. Realizing the implication of Kirk's reasoning, Nomad is caught in a logic loop as a fictional representation of a form of the real-world liar paradox, and begins to execute its primary function on itself. The machine begins self-destruction, shaking about in place instead of steadily hovering, its simulated voice rising in pitch. The ultra-logical Mr. Spock, who has been watching this confrontation, comments Kirk, saying, "Your logic is impeccable, Captain. We are in grave danger." At the last moment, Kirk has Nomad rushed to the transporter room and beamed into space. Seconds after transport, an explosion is detected near the Enterprise, and Nomad is no more. Well, a very enjoyable episode with a very, recognizable plot to a certain movie, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I give The Changeling 4 warp cores out of 5. Well, tune in next time for a very, interesting episode, which is, of course, Mirror Mirror. So, until then, live long and prosper, everybody.